first, where are we at in this dungeon? Now that I'm awake, because I'm all about getting something done here. Alright, suckers, who wants to die? Where are you at? Then tendrils of steam rise from the pool of sulfur. Later on, when I get out of this dungeon, Alof's gonna get his old spellbook back. I am not digging what he's got right now. It's not... I was liking the spells that was in the other book I had. Alright, this is just the exit out the mouth, I'm guessing. There's nothing over here. So I'm going to be switching back to his other book. Because Alof just does not feel as effective right now. As he did. Hello? Anyone? Nothing. This guy's got a lot of statues of himself around.
I've got it.
It has to be an imp. I'm telling you, I will be utterly shocked if I'm not dealing with an imp here. Alright, I got a door there, I got a door there. And, wait a minute. I've got those two doors. Let's hit this one. My order needs fixed again.
As good a target as any.
That'll work for now. Save it. Alright. Sigils of Death. Let's back up. So do you take a walk in here and see what's around? Traps.
Much to see in the light.
And these sigils. I wonder if Storm of Holy Fire works on these things. Let's find out. And just sit there and let it kill him. Yep.
Smart, stone it.
Alright, you guys just blow up there. You're still... Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yep, they're still alive. Yep. Alright.
Arthek Worthen Roth.
Alright, got that one.
Arthek Worthen Roth.
There's a hidden room right there. I wonder what's in the back. Surely not an enemy, because an enemy certainly would have heard that noise.
Yourself a look at that, mate.
Ah, yeah, you're actually finding the traps today. That's good.
It's nothing.
Never mind, I'll shut up.
What for, Cap?
Okay.
Done and done.
Are there any other traps here? You're seeing something there, but it's not coming up because there's a trap indicator. Why are you not finding that?
A Lord's foot and an heavy bullet, Cap.
I guess you don't have enough mechanics. Man, how much mechanics do you need? Oh, this is an exit out of here. There's another floor to this place. God darn it. You know what? Dear, where you at?
Yeah.
Liquid, whoever, get over here, step on this trap. Get it out of the way. Because we're going to come through here again later. I might as well just trigger it and get out of the way now. Alright, so get out of that. Now.
What can I do you for?
We're going to go over here.
I hear you.
We're gonna run. We are going to rest. Let's take a nap. kind of options do I have here? Fire kelp. +1 resolve. Have any more cuttlefish? Ooh. Mariner's porridge. I have 41 of those? Oh, shit. Okay, we'll give you guys that. That's decent. I don't know where I got it from, but that's decent. I have palm stones. Give one to, actually I'm not going to give it one to either of you guys. There's going to be something here that gives me a decent amount of intelligence. Here we go, silverfin. I got 11 of them. One for you, one for you. And then I'll give, here I have some nuts, Serafen. Good enough. Alright, save. Just go get that door. A deer. It's a big room, which means a big fight.
Oh?
Xoti.
Dim the lantern.
No, you're not Xoti. Xoti.
What can I do? You
Go
sure
up here.
thing. The shed
Flame Naga.
comes to muddy the light.
Oh boy, Flame Naga, which means I can't surprise you guys with fire. They mentioned Flame Naga, so... what could I get the drop on you with? Do I have anything I could get the drop on you with? Iconic projection, but I might want that for the fight. Alright, screw it.
Hey, I got it.
Hi everybody, it's deer. Come and get it. No, you guys stay back. Stay back. Aloth, you're okay, you got that. Thought you were holding a club there for a second. Looked like you were holding a club. Thing looks like a club. Greeting, 10 win. How are you doing? I've encountered flame nagas. They are snake people of fire.
Like flogging a figurehead.
Alright. And there's 5 of you buggers. Xoti. Did you cast? No, you didn't. Why are you moving all the way up there to it? That's weird. Can you things be confused? Bitter Mooring's gonna hit my own dudes if I use it. Let's lightning some jerks. Alright. So to get back while he's not with you. He's dominated, that's good. Wait a minute. Why do you have a fire icon with a 0? Do you absorb fire? Because I have a really hard time believing fire is effective against you. Maybe that means it just doesn't hurt you at all. Like, I'm not crazy, am I? 10 win? I'm not missing something there? I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. Let's see what happens if I cast a fireball. I'm gonna have to pause it and... Okay, he used it. 4 grays. Converts the damage to 9 health. Converts the damage to 8 health. Child of Flame converts the damage. So they get healed a little bit by it. Okay. They have something on them called Child of Flame that absorbs some of the damage, but not all of it. It looks like. Liquid, keep hitting. Serafen. Wall of Thorns right there. Let's try putting these jerks to sleep.
Another attack.
Drop them. There we go. Got one. Serafen. Knock him down. Not making up for yesterday here. We are going to kick some royal ass today. Paralyze him. I gotta change my strategy with you, Aloth, because you don't have things like Death Ring now. So I'm kind of using you to do some debuffing.
Need something stronger.
Paralyzed. Okay, you two can wait a minute. Aloth, what else we got? Yeah, Fetid Caress gonna hurt our own dudes. Chill Fog. Can you get a Chill Fog going up there, Aloth? Xoti. Save a resurrection for now in case I need it. Call some help. This has no limits on it, so... Oh, you jerk. Why are you disengaging? Don't do that. Liquid. If they want to jump away, come down here and jump on top of them.
That's not very helpful.
Let's paralyze them. I need to get them off me.
Let's go.
That will get them off me. That works.
Right.
Okay, let's stop everything, Aloth. Don't do that. That's gonna hit her. How much hit points you got left? You don't have that many. Corrosive Siphon, he's right there. Do it.
That's not very helpful.
Smart, Stony.
Damn the lads, eh?
If you're able to get up there with another one of those, we'll try. Liquid. Power yourself. Hit this sucker with a crushing blow. Deer. Power yourself. Do that.
That dog won't hunt.
Switch to melee for a second. Xoti. Stab him. That works. Get out of melee. Wicked Briars right on this sucker up here. Aloth. Paralyze these two.
Me and you. Mix.
I don't know why you moved that far to cast that, Xoti, because I don't think you need to be that close, but forget it now. Got him.
That's it.
Got him. Better than yesterday. Much better than yesterday. The power of sleep. Also, while I'm thinking about it, there is a possibility... Ooh, fire knockabow. Superb. It doesn't have anything special really other than it's a superb bow that happens to be called a fire knockabow from the looks of it. Anyway, tomorrow might get messed up because we have a little bit of a problem at Casa de the Liquid Shadow. My furnace is acting up. And it's not that big of a deal because it's obviously not that cold. It's just September. It's a little chilly at night. But there's something up with the control panel. There might be a short in it somewhere, which means I need to get a technician up here. My options for getting that technician up here are tomorrow or Friday, because I can't do it Thursday. So there's a possibility I may miss a stream tomorrow. I'm not sure, because I'm going to try like hell to get this guy up here tomorrow morning. I want to get this taken care of, especially since I don't know anything about furnace control panels. I know nothing about electronic related stuff. I have no electrician experience. So hopefully it ends up not being that big of a deal. But we'll have to see. But yeah, that may impact tomorrow's stream. I'm not sure. If it does, I'll make a tweet about it. But keep your fingers crossed for me.
Right, open.
Because I would like that not to end up being a pain in the ass. Superb great sword. Sweat speckles your brow as you step closer to the glowing forge. Like, the furnace we have is very, very old. And at some point it's probably going to need replaced. Hi, buddy. Do you have two heads? Did you guys have two heads yesterday? And I was just so sleepy I didn't notice it, because that's really cool. You do have two heads. You're Ettins. Huh. That's neat looking.
Futile.
That's really neat. I'm impressed with you. Now, can you just get paralyzed and stand there while I kill you, please? There you go. Good boy. Who's a goodiotin?
Take him down.
Alright, now, let's see. What can I do to you that's fun and rewarding? You don't like electricity. You're kind of okay with fire. How you feel about, how you feel about pokey stuff? How you feel about, Vile Thorns? Which I never use. I'm not going to use electricity because I want to have that extra paralyze. As crush you.
All thick, worth and raw.
Can't make it dead. Let's go.
Damn, Aloth.
I've got it.
I think you just completely showered Liquid and a deer with that thing's gore.
Aye.
Is there any more of you? Was that one by himself? How big's this floor? This floor's not that big. There's the steps going down, so let's head up here.
Enemies
Oh god, two of you. I hope you don't have friends. No, no, no. Get back here. Okay, go for him. Paralyzed. You guys don't like getting paralyzed.
This thing isn't doing the job. Come on.
Death Warden Latui. Or is it Latug? Latug. God, my eyesight's going as I get older. Not good. Alright, let's lay a bunch of stuff down on top of you, since you guys are going to stand there and be in my way. Dazed and confused. Sounds good. I never use it. Let's do it. Mackerel and cheese sandwiches. Huh. And drinking blueberry milkshakes. You have a weird lunch, but that sounds... I would actually eat that lunch. I would totally eat that. I've not had a blueberry milkshake in forever. I don't know if I've ever had a blueberry milkshake. That sounds delicious.
Now you be right screwed.
Alright, back up, Xoti. Like, I'm not one to talk, or, yeah, I mean, I'm not one to talk. I eat all kinds of weird shit. I try to eat fairly healthy. Serafen, get back from the big guy with the two heads. Get back. You're on paralyzed duty.
What can I do?
Burn the Death Warden.
I need something strong.
Let's try to... That won't work on him. Here we go.
There's how I...
Let's go.
That's not very helpful.
Like, people around here think I'm nuts because I throw spinach on, like, everything. Because that's my way to try to eat healthy. Leafy greens are good for you, so I try to just, like, throw them on everything. If I got a sandwich, leafy greens. If I'm having a slice of pizza, throw a few pieces of spinach on top of it. Suddenly I've made it healthy. I don't try to go for healthy food because that changes constantly. I just try not to eat unhealthy. Yeah, I gotcha. That's kind of what I do. My big thing is I drink healthy. I pretty much just drink water anymore. Occasional juice, occasional Gatorade, sometimes orange juice, but that's about it. I pretty much drink nothing but water. This alcove reeks of a distillation experiment gone wrong. I don't even really drink alcohol anymore. Just socially, if I'm out and there's like a group of people or whatever, that's about it. I used to be a lot healthier than what I am now, though. Oh, for God's sakes, these stupid traps. Do a better job, Serafen, finding these. Come on. Okay, I'm supposed to blow up these barrels because there's a switch behind them somewhere. I remember them mentioning that.
Yeah? Yeah, right away.
Something hilarious. Some places in America have just recently gotten into the idea of hipsters eating kale. Like, well, kale is so healthy. I was eating it before you did. And here I am, a Swedish man, where kale has been eaten since the freaking medieval ages. That's pretty much it. We're a little slow on the uptake in this country on a lot of things.
Captain.
We are very, very slow on the uptake with stuff like that.
Say your prayers.
Actually, wait. These have to be destroyed with fire. Well, just in case, let's find out. Because you're shooting an ice bow, a lamp barrel. I wouldn't blow it up, I wouldn't think. But I love kale. Like, I could throw kale on whatever and I don't even really notice it.
Sure thing.
But then everybody around me acts like, oh, that's the most disgusting thing in the world. Like, how? You've not even tried it. This hidden lever here. And there's a hidden trap here, too. Damn it. Yeah, that's alright. We gotta go to sleep. We'll go to sleep. Dance into the... What the...
No!
Xoti? A party member has died. Party members can die from receiving 4 injuries without healing them. Xoti? Xoti?
Sure.
Come on, somebody fix her. Somebody put her back together. Come on, you got a healing spell, somebody? Somebody, you're a wizard, you don't have a healing spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not keeping that. Oh god, how far back am I? Wait a minute, did I have a better save? Yeah, I did. Why did I save that? Oh, Jesus. That was dumb. That worried me for a second. The ogres are dead, right? Okay. Or Eotins, my bad. Gotta specify my ogre races. Oh, man. Okay. A deer?
What do you need?
Take a walk.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah, you just walk right on in there, buddy. There you go, you're okay, you're
We can
okay.
rest for a bit.
Ah, not
Much
yet.
obliged.
Whoosh. No. Not all of you. Ah, whatever. Alright. Back up. Okay.
Yeah? Of course.
Just take a walk in here. It said 4 wounds. You only have 2 right now. Just make sure nothing's here. There's one right there. Just walk right there. You go.
If
Okay.
we could rest for a bit.
All right, we can rest
I'd be
now.
much obliged.
We'll rest now. Here we go. Here we go. All right, see, you're all better. Nothing else in here, right? I'm not seeing my cursor move on top of anything. All right, back up.
Yes?
There's something satisfying about just throwing unlimited fireballs to things outside of combat.
That's
Okay,
unusual.
get that barrel. Oh, for Christ's sakes, these traps.
Perhaps a little rest is in order.
Okay, you're okay. There's nothing there. You got that stuff. Get that. Get that. Okay. We've been everywhere on this floor. I'm gonna guess this and this maybe leads to the same place. These traps must require a really high mechanics ability, because Serafen should have a really high mechanics ability. Like a super high mechanics ability. Sorted stuff. Many of these threadbare scrolls are held together with stitching, others show signs of claw marks. Gunpowder, bear spell. Nemnok's cloak. Oh, Nemnok. I forgot that was his name. Nemnok. Life is suffering. Plus 15% damage taken. That seems not good. Blessed in Spirit ability triggers when wearer falls to 75% health. Grants Spirit Shield. Surrounds the caster's shield of Spirit energy, granting an increased armor rating and concentration. Built for pain. Ability triggers when wearer falls to 50% health. Iron Skin. And ability falls when wearer is at 25% health. Prevents a severely injured character from dying for a brief moment. I don't want you guys taking more damage than you already are, because Lord knows you're taking enough damage as it is, especially in the last 2 days. Alright, so that's all this here. Looks like nothing hidden. To the gates of death.
Please, I should rest and tend to my wounds.
Did you seriously just trip another trap? How many traps are in that room? Good God. Can you make it down here without tripping any more traps? You only got, like, come on. Just gotta get into this room here. Oh God, wait. Save it. There were traps in this room. I think I got them all, but I might have missed one. Okay. Let's rest again. This take us like a month of in-game time to get through this dungeon. Jesus H. Christ. Oh man, this is like a war zone, literally. It's like I'm playing Call of Duty all of a sudden.
I got 5 flakes on Kif's sacrifice. Any takers?
Whoa. Well, there's Kali. Worshipper, Scrivener, Warlock, Worshipper, 2 Eotins, more Worshippers, another Acolyte. This is gonna get real ugly real quick if this is gonna turn into a fight against all of these guys. Yeah, let's rest again. Guys, just bang on your drums. We'll try to sleep through it. It's all good. Alright.
Mighty Nemnok, we lay down our lives before your magnificence. You are the keyhole. The stem of the road. What's this? Who trespasses on our devotions?
The acolyte's voice echoes across the hall. A resounding chant from the worshippers continues uninterrupted.
Nemnok, Nemnok, Nemnok.
You've taken your last step in the Master's sanctum, Outlander. Nemnok will suck the marrow from your soul.
Oh, you're a delightful person, aren't you? A delighted call rises from the congregation as they redouble their chant. I'm Liquid, captain of the Riptide. You may have heard of me.
One ship? Before long, mighty Nemnok will have a fleet of war galleons.
Yeah, but it's a really big ship.
Nemnok is the All-Devourer, the one who swallows gods and vomits forth their skulls. The one true power of Aora. Let me show you. See for yourself.
You sound like such a nerd, buddy. Spreading his arms wide, Kali begins an incantation under his breath. Many of the supplicants mirror the gesture. Beating of drums increases in tempo. Then Kali draws a long dagger from his robe. Could you do me a favor and take that dagger and maybe lower the amount of people that are in this room that are on your side of the screen, please? Nemnok wants that. Nemnok is sort of a meme in the PoE community. Not a huge meme, but it is a meme. With a name like that, he would have to be. Nemnok's just a funny word in general. Nemnok. If I ever get a cat, like I want to get one day, I'm going to name that cat Nemnok. Be a great name for a cat. Don't do anything foolish now. He draws the blade across his palm and hisses through clenched teeth. Leaning over the mouth of the pit, Kali lets his blood drip down. A hot breeze gusts from somewhere far below. God, if I have to fight all these guys, I just realized Nemnok's not even in a room yet.
Nemnok, Nemnok, Nemnok.
This is just like old failure.
Silence!
Kali grimaces and redoubles his prayers of more fervent conviction.
Nemnok, you are the gaping maw, the lidless eye, the shadow between stars. You are the red curtain, the secret in amber, the light of the Adra.
You sound a little obsessed, buddy. He squeezes his hand into a fist, forcing more blood to drip from his wound as he feeds the void of the pit.
Nemnok, 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 Nemnok.
Chant. Nemnok, Nemnok. Stop this, Kali.
Beloved Nemnok, come forth and let all non-believers wither before your killing stare.
I'm gonna make a promise. If I'm still streaming in 5 years, I'm gonna do another replay of this game, and I'm just gonna play a smartass. I'm gonna play the kind of person who just does things like chance Nemnok in the middle of all this. Kali holds out his arms. The air from the pit roars like an approaching inferno.
Yes! Yes! Nemnok comes!
I don't like where this is headed. You're bigger than I thought you were going to be. The chant of the acolytes rises to a fever pitch as the enormous form rises from the pit and flaps its leathery wings. A pair of eyes like cut gems narrow to study you. You know how to make an entrance. After a moment of contemplative silence, the creature simply turns its focus away without care.
What have you brought me, supplicant?
It gestures with an open claw, focusing on Kali.
Sacrifices, mighty Nemnok! Behold!
Kali gestures towards your party. The worshippers around the circle raise their hands and cheer.
I've been called a heretic enough. I can go along with it.
This would be evil. Nemnok, may I present Kali, my sacrifice to you. I want to do it, but it totally wouldn't fit my character. I didn't come to fight Nemnok. Let's talk. I like to converse with giant winged demons.
The Mighty One has no need for idle chatter.
Are you Nemnok? Was I talking to you?
Do not waste your breath, Acolyte. I sense this one serves another master.
Nemnok waves Kali aside and glares at you with a hateful intensity as worshippers take up their chant anew.
Nemnok! Nemnok! Nemnok!
I am the only master under this mountain, child. If you will not serve, your blood will fill the inkwells of my loyal scribes.
Nemnok's toothy grin broadens, eliciting a cry of joy from the worshippers. You look like a giant imp to me. He does look like a giant imp to me.
Ah, you have seen more of the world than I guessed. But I am more than your studious eye could perceive. Every scroll and grimoire my servants collect swells my power, child.
Sunnif, welcome you lovely person, you. How are you doing? Nemnok opens his arms. The supplicants mirror the gesture.
And with power, I will rain a terror long overdue on all who resist me.
Yeah, but you're still just a giant imp.
Mighty One?
Kali turns to regard Nemnok with wide eyes. I'm alright. I slept, but I've got a furnace issue going on. That's probably going to screw my week up quite a bit. My control panel might be short-circuiting. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. Turn it on, and it says it's off, and I got it to where it's finally on. But I pretty much have to leave it on, otherwise it starts giving me shit again. So, hopefully I can get a technician up here tomorrow about it.
Is your faith so brittle that it can be challenged by an outlander?
Nemnok's eyes narrow further. His massive head shakes with disapproval. I'm just happy it's happening in September and not like December or January when it gets really cold, because where I live it gets really, really cold in the winter.
Through knowledge, I am stronger than any mortal. Submit to me, child. Resist and you shall perish.
A wail rises from the congregation. I have duties to other gods beyond this mountain.
Fool! There are no gods greater than Nemnok!
Why don't you just slide up in his DMs next? Come on.
Nemnok! 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 Nemnok!
The beating of the drums reaches a frenzied rhythm. Most of the acolytes are breathless or spent from their unceasing devotions, but they raise their voices in wild prayer. I wonder if this is what Dark Foray was talking about yesterday. He said there was something to the north that was pretty fun. I bet this is what he meant. And it's all good. There's excuse me, there's a hell of a lot worse that could happen. It's just an inconvenience, if anything. Worst that happens is I get somebody up here and he spends a while fixing it. I'm lucky enough that I've got emergency money saved up, so I'm not that worried about it. It's just a pain in the ass.
You are honored to die by my hand. Accept this blessing.
Nemnok points a long claw and screeches as he swoops in to attack. The acolytes take up a spirited cheer. Oh god, I gotta fight and kill all of you. I hope these worshippers are gonna go down nice and easy, or this is gonna be a mother. You've got 3 skulls. It's got a pile of tabletop RPG books, including the new Alien RPG and the D&D module Descent into Avernus, to which Baldur's Gate 3 is a sequel. I used to have a ton of RPG books when I was a kid. I had all this stuff for Dungeons and Dragons, and then I never played it. I never knew anybody around me that was into it. I just ended up reading a lot of the books. I tried to actually do games with my mom at the time, but she wasn't into it. So we ended up playing something called Heroes Quest a lot. Aloth doing a single death wave, and he fragged all the worshippers at once. Yeah, I wish I had that other spell book so he could use Death Ring because he would just mess up all these people with it, but that book is actually with Facina, I think right now. Alright. Well, let's see how many hit points you fellas have. Well, actually I'll wait because I know a deer is going to run up. Okay, I've killed Constahot, I've killed an Ultra Dragon. Surely these guys aren't that bad. Let's do this. Champion's Boon on a deer. Serafen. Let's, wait a second. I want to see where these guys go. Aloth, just throw a fireball in the middle of this mess. Oh, okay, well, the worshippers don't look that bad at least. Xoti. Okay, you guys are all coming around. Aloth, you've thrown a fireball. Xoti, I want you to take your dagger. Minor Avatar. Aloth, take Modweir here and start hacking up these guys. Oh my god. It's gonna take a few tries. I can see it already. No. Oh my god, Serafen's dead already. Okay. If I revive Serafen right this second, he's going to die again. So I'm gonna try to drop some bodies real quick. Get that off. Aloth. Let's try to help by putting some stuff up there. It might hurt some people. Okay. Heal everybody. Aloth. Try to paralyze a whole bunch of people here if you can. Okay, back yourself up. Wait. Did I kill? Who did I kill there? Oh, Kali. Okay. I thought I killed Nemnok already. Okay. Work this worshipper real quick. Use second wind.
Say your prayers.
Okay. Where are you at? You're right there. You were surrounded. Empowered, Heart of Fury. Okay, got rid of him. Aloth's dead. Alright. Get back. Crap, this damn Barrow Scar is gonna mess me up. I have no resurrections, but I do have one revive. I can always empower to get more. Get it right in there.
Feels like I came through mowing.
Okay, you two get the hell back. Serafen paralyzes dude. Just to get away from him. Serafen, I said paralyzed, not attack. Okay, had didn't work on him, I don't think. Wait, did you? Alright. Try ringleader. No, don't try ringleader. Don't try that. Oh, I got that can stop this dude. Cypher is able to isolate a single enemy from the world, leaving him unable to attack but also unable to be affected. That works. I just need you to go away from me for a minute. Delayed fireball. Alright, Xoti, you're okay at the moment. Devotions for the faithful on our dudes.
We're losing folks.
No, we're not. Yeah, we are. Darn it.
Everything hurts.
Okay, Serafen, get out of there. Serafen, drink a potion. Aloth, drink a potion. Xoti, call for help. Tie this dude up. Aloth's dead. Shit. Yeah, Ulu, whatever. Hurry up. Okay, you tangle up with him. Xoti, empower yourself. Get back. Serafen, get back. Alright. Resurrection's a single ally. Aloth, you're down here. Liquid, you're up here. We're gonna resurrect Liquid. Serafen, Serafen. Ringleader, try to get these ogres to help us out. Serafen, you're doing that thing where you don't listen to me. Come on. What do you mean futile? Move up. There you go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Back up. Okay. Xoti. What are we doing on hit points here? You're getting there. Nemnok, and you were kind of messed up. Okay, you're already casting Revive. Go for it. Okay, now get back. Shoot. Man, this knock is starting to really tick me off. Back here. Chaotic Orb. Back up. Defensive bonuses to ally burn enemies in the area. Go for it. Okay. Drink another potion.
This is futile.
No, it's not. Drink the damn potion. Serafen, drink a potion. Liquid, drink a potion. Superior healing, nature healing, whatever it is, drink it. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. There we go. I gotta use it up. Paralyze things. Shining beacon, let me for a body. Circle protection, do it.
Let's go.
Okay, get back. Save that paralyze because it seems to work. Wall of force. Right there. Bloodied. Get back. Okay, he's almost dead. They could probably finish that off. Get him. Xoti back up. Holy Radiance.
That was about as you.
Okay, now... Can you get the liquid? Where's liquid at? Go heal liquid. Liquid. Can't power shit. Use Gaunt's Pledge, build yourself up a little bit because you're gonna die again. Okay. Just paralyze everything again. Detonate, blow this sucker up. Need him out of my way. Got him, okay. Now, you get back. Don't go melee. You go after that Barrow's Guard. You near death. You know what? Blow him up too. Aloth, get back. Empower yourself. Okay, that's for getting people away from you. That's gonna hit everybody if I use that. Still got the Naga Disciple. Nemnok. So to get back. Oh, you're doing something. Okay, got rid of him. What else can we do here? That's frightening sick of these guys. Serafen, get back. Pop a potion. You don't have much in the way of potions, but it's better than nothing. Aloth, pop a potion. So to get back. Xoti, call for more help. Let's call some tentacles in the middle of this mess. Deer, power yourself. Use inspired devotions or discipline, whatever that is, discipline. Liquid. Pop a potion. Get yourself healed. There we go. Getting some health back. Frighten him. You go after him. Aloth, get back. Serafen, get back. Xoti, get back. Alright, so you're running out of options here, so just, shit. Consecrated ground. You two are running out of options. That's a random lightning bolt, we're not going to be doing that. Yeah, liquid just keeps stabbing things. I don't know what this does. Soul Strike. Aloth, paralyze everybody again. Serafen. Build up some focus. Xoti, back up again. Dire Blessing.
Doing the job.
Okay, Serafen, detonate the Jotun. Alright, got rid of him.
Another attack.
2 guys left. Get him. Area of effect. Hold on to that stuff. Let's try. The problem is this is all going to hit my own guys. I really don't want to do damage to my own people at the moment. Target beam. Doesn't do that much damage. Necrotic Lance, let's start working on Nemnok a little bit here. Oh, get back. Okay, you're alright. Hi, Dark Fury, how's it going? Drink the damn potion. Oh god, don't die. What's killing you? What's killing you? What's killing you? You have a major injury and a gaping wound. Close it. Put your hand on it. Because I can't revive you if you die. Here, drink another potion. You're fine. Shake it off. Do not die. Aloth, you died. I told you not to die. You've got nothing you can do, Xoti, except fire arrows at the moment. Ah, hell, use that. Nemnok, if I get you down to low health here, you are absolutely going to be a candidate for my dagger. Serafen, you're still alive. Serafen, back up. Serafen, get back before you get targeted. Go after him.
Another attack.
There you go. I need a little bit of focus. Shoot him one time. Did you make a deer disappear or something? Where the hell's a deer at? Okay. Crap, detonate needs 50. Ooh, Flame Naga Disciple's dead. Okay. Back up. Xoti, back up. Shoot him. Liquid. Heal. Serafen, just keep shooting until we get some focus. Immunity mind. This guy's got a lot of hit points, or I am completely missing something with him. Has a reflective barrier. Does it go away, or is there something I need to do? It will go away. I think it just went away. Here, mule kick this guy, do something to him. I think it just popped up again. Liquid. Drink potion. I'm running out of options here. This is getting bad.
Not even close. Attack.
Let's go.
What do you need?
Oh crap, Liquid. Like, nothing seems to be hurting him. No, not that. Just shoot him for a moment. I need this arcane reflection to go away. Oh crap. Oh, that's that. Gonna have to reload. I just saw Serafen.
Let's go.
So does this guy just have like... Does this guy have like a shit ton of hit points? That's a shame. I thought I was actually going to be able to do it. I actually got everybody else dead. I thought I was going to be pulling off. He's 3 levels ahead. Damn. Damn. That's a shame. I feel like I was close there if I just had some more magic. Alright. I hate to do it. But we're gonna come back for him.
I don't see why not.
I will have your ass, Nemnok. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here and go through a, we're gonna do some intense training. I will be back for him. Ah, so close. I was actually thinking he wasn't going to be that bad once I got everything else killed, because Liquid and Deer, for the most part, were managing to stay alive with everybody else attacking them. But I think I just ran out of resources. That was my problem. Yeah, I'm going to be coming back here with Death Ring and all that fun stuff, and I'll wipe these jerks out. Our time will come. Ooh, hey. Supplies. Yeah. We'll get them. We're gonna have that real fun moment where I just go in and it's like, okay, hey, remember me, and I just wipe the floor with these jerks. So instead, let's go get charmed by some vampires. Bent Bough Forest. In the distance, you spy the entrance to a cave sunken into a hillside, barely hidden behind the stunted, shriveled trunks of leafless trees. Approach the cave. As you approach the cave, something snaps beneath your boot. You look down, expecting a stick, and find the splintered remains of ancient bone. I carbon dated it. It is, in fact, ancient. You see the ground before the cave with new eyes. What you first thought were branches are bones, some half buried in dirt, others piled in drifts. Many are bleached white with age. You linger at the entrance to the cave. The passage beyond extends into pitch black darkness. It reeks of death and decay. This sounds like the perfect place to go after getting my ass kicked. Looks like it's a small cave. What did I say? Cave of thrashing. Threshing. Man, these guys have been busy. Now, if you want to, like, intimidate people into not coming into your cave, this is a... it's a hell of a way to do it. Hello, vampires? I know you're here because you named this place the Vampire Cave. A mountain of bones is all that remains of the thousands of people who died in this cave. It'd be really funny if there were Zaryps in here instead, and they just tricked you into thinking it was vampires. Like level 1 Zaryps.
Enemies.
We're at, oh, hi. Ancient vampire. Screw it. Charge.
Could be.
Ancient vampire sage, a priest, and a vampire. Is it just you three? Alright, I could deal with 3 of you. Wait a minute. Did you just multiply? Did you teleport? Were you hidden? Aloth, get back.
Forget it. Futile.
Blinded, flanked. What? Weird. Wait, this is Wall of Force I'm selecting, right? Okay, Wall of Force doesn't hurt anybody. Go right there with it. Try to knock these guys down so you get away from them. Alright, knocked him down. Serafen, get down here. Xoti, get down here. Aloth, get down here quick. Forget your wall of force. Or are you casting still? Yeah, forget it. Get down here.
No good.
Get away from him. I don't think these guys are particularly frightening, but I'm not screwing with them after that last mess we went through. Alright, Xoti. Move up here. Okay. Fireball. Right there. Serafen, let's try to slow ignition. Why not? And summon some help. Shock him. Oh, you teleporting jerk. Okay, Xoti. Dagger. Minor Avatar. Get back, Aloth. Serafen, you're fine. Just shoot him. You're not gonna last long enough for that to be worth it. Necrotic Lance.
Let's go.
Wheelhouse, friend.
Smart stuff.
Stop that.
Oh shoot, no. I just cast it out on liquid. I didn't realize that was him. Never mind. He's confused. Don't do that, that'll hurt him. Noxious Burst right there.
Another attack, Cap.
How long are you dominating? You got 11 seconds left. Power you.
Damn the lad's aim.
Try not to die, Liquid.
Oh, there's dignity in death.
Alright. Second wind. Cleansing Flame. Serafen, you gotta detonate in you? Yes, you do. Detonate him.
Sovereign, be on sync.
Ooh, a deer, you're hurt. Heal up. Just throw another lightning in there. Alright, got that one dead. I think I got 2 guys left. 1 guy left. Xoti is whooping some ass with that spell. Xoti killed Ancient Vampire. Xoti killed Ancient Vampire. How much damage are you doing? Crits for 25 damage. I might need to use Minor Avatar a little bit more frequently.
Serafen.
What?
Hey, watch it with that.
Need something stronger.
What in the hell is with my luck today? That is 3 times in one stream, and that has never happened. out of the probably 150 hours I have put into Pillars of Eternity. Both of them. And it's happened 3 times in this stream. What are the odds? Is that like a random thing? Is it because he's getting credit somehow?
Yeah? Uh-huh.
And naturally that happened with like the last enemy. Okay.
Aye.
We're gonna do this a little bit different. I know these guys are gonna teleport on me,
What
but
can I do you for?
we're gonna get
Give me
a
lantern.
move out on them. Where are you guys at? You're over here somewhere. Like permanent deaths. Like I was just about to finish this vampire fight I was working on, and Serafen just like died. And that's like the 3rd time that somebody's died on the stream, and I've been streaming for an hour and a half almost. And I have yet to that's like never happened. I've never had any permanent deaths until this stream.
Comes to
It's
money,
very, very
all
odd.
things worth and Roth.
Okay. There you go. Run back.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Hi guys, how's it going? You are not going to kill any of my people this time. I am going to crush you. Here, just hit him with missiles.
Ain't not my thing.
Maybe I just got this guy by himself. That would be neat. Yeah, hogwash, exactly. That's exactly what this is. This is absurdity. This is madness. I think this guy's by himself. I don't think I can get this anywhere where it's just going to affect. Try it right there. Serafen, if you could avoid dying this time, I would greatly appreciate it. I know I ask for a lot, but it would be neat if you didn't die. It would be super cool.
Ain't not my thing, Sally.
Oh, for God's sakes. So do you have anything that ends domination?
That's it.
I suppose your AI is using whatever it is. No. Nope. I don't think I have anything for you that cures domination.
Out my wheelhouse, friend.
Maybe if I kill the guy dominating you? Oh, he's dead. Okay, stop. 7 seconds. You guys run away from him. A deer, I want you to just stand there and take it. You're fine. You're a deer. You'll be fine.
Say your prayers.
Hey, everybody else stop hitting him. What are you doing? I guess I could turn the AI off, but I'm too lazy. Alright. I killed a vampire. We're getting somewhere. Oh, I guess I gotta move on here. Here we go. Get these jerks.
Let's go.
Not exactly my area of expertise.
Heal yourself. Crushing blow. Let's get rid of this priest fairly quickly if we can. Here, call for help.
That would be a no.
Another attack, Cap.
That's it.
Seamus, me too.
Alof. You're not listening to me for some reason. Why aren't you listening to me?
Not exactly. Area of expertise.
Okay, the priest is dead. Go help him out with that guy. Surf and shoot him, get some focus. Xoti. Liquid, what are you doing? You're having enough problems with confusion. Don't have more.
Let's go.
Second wind. Alright, get this guy. Back up. Alof, get up there. Okay, you can be paralyzed. That's good. I need to remember that. Except you just got dominated. That's not good. We don't like it when you're dominated. Here, use consecrated ground. Do something here.
Need something stronger.
Switch to your cudgel. Switch to your mace.
Another attack, Cap.
Confound it!
Alright, finally you're done. Let's try that fireball I've been trying to cast this whole battle. Pain block on liquid. Okay, help out, get rid of this guy. No, you know what? Here. Go after him. Because Xoti, they apparently didn't learn a lesson last time. Minor Avatar.
Another attack, Cap.
Crushing Doom on this dude. Xoti, whoop his ass. Oh no, you're not running away from Xoti. Excuse me. Oh, did you trip? He tripped running away from Xoti. It's like, oh god, get her off me. Xoti stab.
Another attack, Cap.
Alright, Alof got him, but as long as he's dead. Okay, everybody after the vampire, ignore Liquid. Do not attack Liquid. I get that Liquid's being an idiot. Do not attack Liquid. Excuse me. Soul Ignition. The Necrotic Lance.
On your side. Take him down.
Okay, there you go. Go after the right guy.
I reap what I sow.
Did we not lose anybody? Did it happen? Randomly grants +1 armor, +1 bonus penetration, or -20 recovery time for a short duration when engaging an enemy. Travel to Oathbinder's Sanctum and rest at the altar. I'm gonna have to remember where the heck Oathbinder's Sanctum is at. Excuse me. Let's take all that. Take all that. I am over the moon right now that I survived the fight.
On it.
Southwest of Nekataka, that pyramid refound guy. Okay, I know where that's at. This ancient Adra coffin rests atop a worn stone pedestal. Save it. Gift bearer's cloth. Scroll of prayer for the spirit. What's this? Hidden deaths. +1 quick item slots, +1 weapon set. +5 all defenses except deflection. Increases with the history skill. If anybody is a history expert, I do, but they're probably not in my party. I know I have somebody's history expert. Oh. Aloth is a history expert. Grants lone traveler. When not near allies, where it gains bonus to all defenses. Fiery descent, hostile only burn, crush AoE on unconscious. You're more likely to be by yourself, Serafen.
Not a bad bit of tackle, Ken.
Okay, that really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Minus the whole Serafen getting killed thing. That was a bit of a problem. Vampire Sage. No. Alright, to the boat. Island name. Serafen died here. Isle. All right. Before I go anywhere else, I'm going to check those woods out in a second. Vicina, and you're going to come in. Yes. Doc, Go to the crypt. And yeah, she's actually leveled already. But I'll pop her in a bit. I do want to do one thing here before I forget, because at some point I know I'm going to use Aloth again. And I want for him to have that book, and I want Festina to take that book. But yeah, I do need to get used to her. So now that that's done, let's take you out. Serafen, you're back in. Idwin, accept. Idwin's got the dragon mask, if you're wondering. I'll give you the Storm Turner cloak. Nemnok's cloak, that's that one where you take damage. +1 intellect. Ring your minor protection, you can have that. Give you that, so I don't have anything else to give you. Grants lover's bond, you are not my lover. If you want to be my lover, you've got to get with my friends. Can you hide the helmet? Is that a thing you can do? Oh, it is a thing you can do. I did think she looked a little ridiculous with it. She kind of looked like she was cosplaying as a dragon or something. Stone altar before you is empty, save for dried, flaking blood and bits of hair crusting its surface. Search the area around the altar first so we can make sure there's nothing here that's going to kill Serafen again. You reach behind the altar and palm through the mud. You find a battered journal half buried in the mud. The pages are waterlogged, but some of them are still legible. I've gained a waterlogged journal. The item was put into my stash. Examine all. Wait, can I look at that? Here, that might be something important. Spidery handwriting in this journal is mostly illegible, but a couple phrases remain intact. Swoof. Hey. T. Akmirmar. And the Sanguine Harvest. Arkhamir Manor? Safe. Safe something. Arkhamir Manor, Sanguine Harvest. Sanguine Harvest is a... Sanguine Harvest. Was that a book? Examine the altar. The space before the altar is smooth from centuries of shuffling feet and the press of countless bony knees. Water dripping from somewhere above has created a swampy morass of mud behind the altar. You chip away some of the old blood on the surface of the altar and find a cobweb of deep gashes in the stone, testimony to the many grisly sacrifices that must have occurred here. Search the area again. Search once more around the altar, just to be sure and find nothing else of value. Leave. Sanguine Harvest. Sanguine Harvest. Call of the Sanguine Harvest. Excerpted from Legends of Aora by Amiya, scholar of Rautai. In all my travels among the islands of the Deadfire archipelago, I have heard tell of no cult so feared as the Sanguine Harvest. All is known of them is hearsay and rumor. Based on this, I would be inclined to conclude that the Sanguine Harvest a little more than a story. How is one to explain different disappearances of innocent kith around the 16th of the month? What may have befallen these poor souls is dismal indeed. Those few I spoke to who claimed knowledge of the Sanguine Harvest would swear to me only that they received it secondhand and had this to say. On the 16th of every month, the Sanguine Harvest chooses one unlucky captive to kneel before their altar and become fodder for a cabal of vampires. Through this act, the leader or Grand Harvester empowers a fearful soul-draining greatsword. To what end the Grand Harvester then puts this sword is unknown. Cult members or harvest cantors then dance around a fire in a state of mindless ecstatic joy. They clothe themselves in robes of black edged in red, and on their robes is the image of a large dagger cutting 3 kith in half. It sounds too ridiculous to believe, does it not? And yet I wonder. The 16th of the month. It's the 8th. Wonder if that means I should come back here on the 16th and go to the altar. I'm not sure how Archimir's Manor comes into play unless that's where I got that book from. Basically, I need to travel to the forest on the 16th where there will be a ritual. Either I can interrupt the ritual and save the sacrifice or wait it out to get a sword. You get a clue from Archimir if you talk to him. Alright, I gotta try to remember to come here on the 16th. Oh boy, you're level 16. Please don't kill me. I've died quite enough for one stream today, thank you. It's like I'm suddenly playing a retro game. I'm dying so much. Ooh, you got a lot of people with you. Alright guys, can we do this without causing a mess? Well, I mean, make a mess of them if you want, but... Alright, Edwin, you should have a bow. Yeah, run back. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with you here. Boy, Liquid's like jumping right into it. Serafen, you jumping down to the middle of that too is probably a really bad idea. Okay, Liquid wrecked him. Deer, get the rogue. Xoti. Cleansing Flame. Let's get some more of these guys. Maya, you're not my party. Toxic coils. Teleport to an enemy and release a cloud of toxic poison that weakens anyone in the area. Suppress affliction. Escape. Allows the rogue to break engagement and expertly avoid attacks diving out of range to a specific location. Well, we're gonna find out if this is gonna get you killed or not. Okay, I gotta watch toxic coils because it hits my own people. Edwin, where'd you go? You're right there. Okay, let's try to have you escape. Okay, that works. Cena, you're surrounded. Liquid is just wrecking everybody. Strong and another inspiration. Use that on deer. Yeah, maybe this isn't going to be so bad. Okay, we're tangled footed. We need to get out. Liquid, go this way. Constantine, you're gonna do whatever you want to do. Xoti, get up this way. Deer, get up this way. Dirty attack that makes the opponent unable to see, blinding the target. When blinded, all attacks on the target add a stacking penalty to deflection. Can you escape this way? Can, okay. Okay, you're about to do Mind Wave. I'll let you do that. Liquid, go after the lion. Too late. Is that everybody? Oh no, we still got the captain who just died from Liquid. Liquid is all of us right now. He's had enough. Alright, let's take everything. Not a bad showing, Edwin. I just gotta get used to you. Wait a minute. Alright. I'll explore more north in a bit. We're gonna make a few stops. First of all, I'm going to make a real quick stop to Arkhamir because I just want to see what he says. I don't think I have anything to turn in at the moment. You're a merchant. You've got nothing to offer me. Pricky's Overlook. Who to do? Arkhamir's Manor. Yes. And while I'm thinking about it, we're going back to Tikawar and getting that dwarf. Now, let me ask you this, Tenwin.
Right.
I'm going to ask for your advice here. What do you think I should do next? Do you think I should continue to try to uncover the map to the north a bit? Do you think I should move on with the main quest a bit? Or do you think I should try to do a DLC? And if so, what DLC? Because I've done absolutely no research as to when I should do what in this game, like what's a good time to do DLCs or anything like that, or which ones to do, what order, any of that stuff. I am currently level 17. Excuse me. you're down in the scrying room, you're down this way.
Yes?
Do you know anything about the Sanguine Harvest?
Curious. An explorer named Sulia made a similar inquiry some tens of seasons ago.
Arkmir narrows his eyes.
There may be a book on the matter in my basement. I trust you can show yourself downstairs. Again.
Yeah, I actually stole it from you already. Thanks. Appreciate it. Alright, that was nothing. So let's get out of here. Go to Tikawara. See about getting that dwarf. Because I'm thinking I'm probably like way out leveling the main quest at this point. So I don't know if it was a good idea to maybe mess with that for a little while. And I have a feeling all those areas to the north are probably going to be loaded with some really rough stuff. Which I can probably do in some cases. Let's, yeah, get out of here. Tikawara. Could do the first DLC or the main quest line, but I would not recommend exploring that much more because there will be some quests sending you north later, as well as a major area of north is locked off until endgame. Okay. What is the first DLC? Because there's like 4 of them, right? Now I'll level up Yedwin in a bit. I didn't notice it. She probably leveled up on a boat when everybody else did, because I think everybody else leveled up yesterday. Captain, Deadfire Merchant. Parlay. Don't have much in the way of food, do you? Add the cart, trade. Okay. First DLC is the Beast of Winter. You actually started it a while back. Remember, it's in the southeast. Okay. Let's head for Tikawara first. Dead Zombies Island. Somewhere in historical text, years from now, they're going to be telling people about Serafen died here, Isle. You're going to be in the history book, Serafen. Harangi, is that a person? No, yeah, you are a person. 4th level chanter. Wonder if you're related to a bounty. Level 4. I'm just gonna sit back and have a drink. It's nice knowing you all. I needed that. Alright, dwarf. Where are you at? You're that merchant, I believe. Which means you are over here, I believe. Yeah, Vector. That guy, right?
Soon the director will send supplies and immenses and soldiers. Unless you have room on your ship.
Sound like you said unless you have room on your shit. He looks at you, kneading his knuckles. The Riptide could use a cook unless you'd rather stay here.
I would consent to be chained to your galley if it saved me from this dump.
He sighs and pockets his dish rag. Oh, hey, I need to, well, let's level up Yedwin. Corpse is still there? Jeez. Shouldn't have killed the guy. He's like he's obviously got some kind of mutant power. He doesn't decay. Choose an ability for one class. I'm gonna want you to have Ringleader, I think. I've got a plan for you, Yidwin. There's a couple certain cipher abilities I want her to have. She's going to be kind of dominating a lot of people, but I want her to also be able to handle herself in a fight if she needs to up close. So, I'll see. I have kind of a half-assed plan in my head of what to do with her. Yeah, there he is. Keep going down, up, down. He's just going for a swim. Maybe he's not dead. We're assuming he's dead. Maybe he's just practicing floating. With his face down in the water. He's working on his breathing too. Alright. Save it. Let's move out. Now, Kohara Ruins, Subterranean Temple, Ennis of the Many Eyes. That's a boat, I'm imagining. Splintered Reef. Harbinger's Watch, is that it? Okay. How do you guys have -2 morale? You guys should be happy as shit. I should have 100% morale. I've kept you fed. I've kept you watered. I am totally in the wrong direction. It is the 14th. Where was that at up here? I wonder if I have time to make it up there in 2 days. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Well, an unexpectedly cold wind blows across the deck of the ship, and even after several hours has not abated. Eld Engram sheepishly knocks on your cabin door. When he enters, his skin is pale, his brow knotted with beads of sweat. Begging your pardon, Captain, but this is an ill wind sent by Andra. Is it now? We've sailed too long without offering her tribute. She's sure to punish us if we don't give her what she's due. Alright, just throw Constantine overboard. I'm just kidding. He tilts his head towards the hatch, beckoning you to follow him on deck. Oh, we did this before. Wind is a natural phenomenon, nothing to worry about. You explain at length how ocean winds can shift over time. Eldam Grim protests. Yeah, I feel like we should go find Durance and just stick him on a ship for moments like this. And we'll tie a rope around his waist. So we'll throw him in and we'll leave him there for like a while and then we'll just pull him back up for later. No. No. Tenwin. We have the perfect solution. We go back to Tekawara and we get that body. And we tie a rope around it, we throw it into the water, and then we just trail it behind the ship. And it'll be there forever, it's all good. Morale lost too. They'll get over it. Don't think I'm making this. I'll see where I'm at on the 16th. Well, that's right, there's extra hours during the day. Where am I at? I'm not gonna make it. I'll have to wait till next month. It took me a day just to move that far. It's just something we'll have to keep an eye out on. Alright, we need to go straight south. Harbinger's Watch. It's nice to have a different load screen. And that is a badass undead dragon there. Alright. Hi, I'm back. You guys wanted to follow me?
Is having 4 legs.
An aurochs, yes. But with the torso of a man.
Exactly. Wait, what say? How can God have torso of man and body of orcs?
He is a god. He can be anything.
Exactly. Mahora meat. +3 might. The matted fur of this auroch shows a pattern of screaming faces. Kind of grim.
Dusk Speaker! I'd like to speak if you've a moment.
What do you mean, me? I just want this to be over. Guys, don't mind at all if I take your stuff. I appreciate that. It's all for the cause.
You are the Dusk Speaker, Nai?
The willowy glam felon searches you desperately. So people keep telling me.
It's all a bit much, isn't it? The end of the world rubbish.
She chuckles. Yeah, I know. It's almost like it's 2020 or something.
The world will end, child. Everything does. Yet, I appreciate your skepticism.
Ooh, she's speaking. Brith's eyes widen as she takes in Yidwin. Biting her lip, she nods.
We all could, actually. We could really use your aid.
Her fingers play at one of her braids.
There's another group up top, on top of the ice, I mean. High above the watch. They attack anyone they see, us included. They make it very difficult to get to Rimmergund's temple, among other things.
Who exactly are these other people?
Another group of Rimmergund's worshippers. We call them the Lost Pilgrims.
We're striding into a conflict between religious fanatics? Fantastic.
Where did these pilgrims come from?
They're from the land as well. They came here a few decades before we did, on much the same mission. When none returned, we thought them all dead.
Why are they so hostile?
Wal only knows. They seem to think they're protecting something. Like the flow is sacred. Nivadir thinks they've all gone a bit mad out here all alone. Or that something in the ice is rotting their minds.
I'll see what I can do about them. Huge smile splits the elf's face as she claps her hands together.
Finally, good news! You've no idea how rare a thing that is.
Shit, tell me about it.
The pilgrims keep camp in the ruins atop the ice wall. High Harbinger Vatnir can explain how to get up there, if he hasn't already. Was there something else you wanted to know?
What do you do here at Harbinger's Watch?
Whatever needs doing. Odds and ends and such. The whole community works together to survive. I hunt, I weave, I roast a delicious isai.
That would probably be really delicious if I knew what a isai was. You seem very young to be out here. She snorts, crossing her arms and squaring her shoulders.
I'll have you know, I've nearly 60 winters behind me. More than you, I'd reckon. I've been here for a solid 10 winters already. Came looking for... well, something I've not found yet.
She glances away.
Strictly, speaking in a religious sense.
Farewell. So you probably mentioned this to me before and I forgot, but did, like, Yenwyn come in with this DLC? Was she a part of it? Because I know some of these sidekicks came in with DLCs. I believe you had mentioned. Fish dart in the water far below the ice. These people are very giving. White the Wens. She was beforehand. Ah, okay. They must have really wanted her to become a
question. Happy to oblige.
Major companion at one point if she's got this dialogue in this DLC out of nowhere. Wait, Serafen.
Captain, my fingers be fat and feezy breezy wet. Lazy. Ahoy.
Harbinger's Watch. Hi, I'm gonna rob this crate right in front of you if you don't mind. Thank you.
On it.
Mine. Alright, those two houses were connected. Oh boy, a deer is something for you to climb. Harbinger, half Jorn, half Yorn.
Go! Go! Vatnir awaits!
Oh, you're that guy that greeted us when we came in.
Vadir, you must be our honored guest. Vatnir said to expect you.
Man stands from his fire and brushes his hands together, a smile splitting his patchy ice-colored beard.
Not that he said I should expect so many. No matter, room will be made. If there is anything you require, you need but ask. I will strive to deliver. Oh, and before I forget, a welcoming gift.
Valbrand here rummages among the furs and presses a bundle into your hand. Harbinger's robes and Harbinger's hood. You're here because of your beliefs?
Of course. Aren't you?
I'm here because there's nobody named Nemnok on this isle. I'm here because Vatnir invited me.
He casts no summoning spell, no binding rite. Your coming was of your own accord. Death walks in hand with life in the white that wends. The priests of the wheel would have you believe they follow one after the other.
Like, my barbarian is actually from the white that wends, so This is pretty much, I just came here for a vacation.
It is not so. I found a rift once, at the bottom of the world, and in it a camp, a clan's worth of Glamfellan, huddled and still. Their stories, their blood, their ambitions, none persevere.
Duskwalker. Bork, 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 bork. I am Swedish, I am allowed to say this.
I chase not the end, but accept its inevitability. It is a thing to be celebrated, like the ending of an epic finely sung. Vatnir understands that, so I follow his lead. Come, come, shake off the snow, warm yourself at the hearth.
Actually, what's the class you have?
What I have is yours, for trade or coin, until the end comes.
You've got the usual, it looks like. Foods and such. Nobody needs to rest at the moment. Then again, let's get you all a bonus.
Hello again. The accommodations are most modest, but as comfortable as a kith could hope.
It's just nice to be somewhere where I'm not being attacked and possibly killed for a little bit. Last for 1 rest plus 2 resolve. Freeze armor rating. Let's do it. I think I can afford 200 copper. I think I reached a point where I'm rich. And I can afford just about anything. Excuse me. Let's get out of here. I will say these furs look really, really comfortable. Oh, what's up here? Ooh. Fancy.
And why shouldn't we fear death? What offers death save erasure?
The man speaking before the room wears the same tattered robes as his gathered congregants, but his head is wrapped in soiled strips of linen.
I return to life cleansed of experience and understanding, ignorant, set to suffer again, to repeat our mistakes endlessly, to fail. But the beast would spare us this suffering, would offer us succor, mercy.
His head bows slightly.
But it seems our guest has arrived. Come, Dusk Speaker, join our circle. Look upon the Dusk Speaker, and be glad, brothers and sisters, for he heralds an end to your suffering.
Hi, I'm Liquid. I am your Dusk Speaker, here to, speak your dusk. Yidwin glances askance at you.
I present to you the Watcher of Kad Nua, father of the Defiance Bay riots.
The father of the Defiance Bay riots. I didn't really give birth to them. That's kind of a weird way to put it.
In whose wake fell the Hollowbone curse upon the Deerwood.
Yeah, I seem to recall ending the curse.
Who dethroned Lord Radric, rightful Thane of Gilded Vale, plunging that land into anarchy.
Oh, he was a jerk.
You mean there's alternatives to government by brawling? We don't get to see a lot of places that have their act together.
Are you gonna bring up the fact I killed Console Hot twice? Come on. Then came back and killed him again.
Who scattered the faithless, blood-drinking Ethignal.
That one was for Bareth.
And whose very stone and soil gave rise to the great green giant that even now strides across the Deadfire.
Oh, for the love of, he destroyed my castle. Gathered congregants whispered prayers, hands raised in thankful supplication to the beast of winter. Vatnir raises a hand and the murmurs begin to die down.
Full glad are they to see you, Watcher, for they came to pay homage to Rimurgand and bear witness to the final dissolution of Eora by his hand. Your coming fulfills prophecy. Wheresoever strides the Dusk Speaker, so falls falsehood torn away. So discards false cycles, so quiets dawn and dusk. I've high hopes for you.
Why are you all so eager to die?
Death isn't their goal, Watcher. These ones seek an ending beyond death. An absolute nihility.
Wouldn't that be nothing beyond death?
This one seems curiously well versed in our doctrine for an outsider. Unless perhaps she is not an outsider at all.
I grew up among the Twilight Dwellers. I've heard it all before.
Arms crossed and frowning, Idwin challenges Vatnir from over the lenses of her spectacles. I'm sorry, but I'm not here to end the world.
Precisely my point. Whether or not you mean to cause chaos, chaos follows in your wake. You're chosen, whether or not you choose to be.
Well, fine, I'll just stand here and not move. That'll be boring.
Now, if we may have the pleasure of your company, Dusk Speaker, we've prepared a feast, at least by the standards of our humble means, for your...
His words are cut off by a tremor that rocks the floor beneath your feet. Oh, but I wanted a feast.
The messenger returns!
Vatnir points towards the sanctuary's entrance.
Go forth and bear witness to his message! Don't leave me behind!
He's here for me.
I'm calling it now, that statue came to life. Wait, what's up here? They'll be okay for a minute.
On it.
Ooh, I found something hidden.
Yourself a look at that, mate.
Take some spices. Zara's skull is tightly affixed to these wooden planks. Examine it closely. Stick your finger in it. The skull seems pretty well attached. Nails have been driven through the back of it into the wood. Stick your finger in it, because that's not weird at all. Finger brushes a small switch hidden within the left socket. Pull the lever. I thought it was a switch. Something stirs beneath the boards and your attention shifts to the northern wall at the sound of a hidden mechanism realigning. Beer has been spilled everywhere, even on the spoiled food. A book of holy symbols has barely escaped the mess. Exceptional dagger, fine scepter, and some potions. But you're not going to go outside and see what all the fuss is about? That's exactly what's going to happen, isn't it? Up. Yeah, he's back.
Such majesty!
No! Don't leave! Come back!
Ooh. Oh. You're nifty looking.
Elia's feathered ass. What the fuck be that?
Excuse me, do you come in peace? The dragon, or this rotting shell shaped like a dragon, turns a glowing eye upon you. You feel this gaze upon your soul, prying at your spirit. A low growl rumbles from its maw. Though menacing, the snarl does not resolve into words. You're supposed to be the messenger of Rimmergand. Creature's mouth curls over rotting fangs as his laughter plays along the edges of your thoughts. In my experience, dragons usually love the sound of their own voice. Dragon shifts its weight, crushing snow and ice beneath its clawed feet as it turns on you. Oh, you... I've killed much bigger than you, buddy. You don't even have any skulls. Body attunement. Serafen. Let's try to silence screaming. Xoti, I don't know where you're at. There you are. You've already taken a lot of damage, so let's get back. Luminous Revenant. Oh god, he's raising the corpses. Okay. You're immune to ice, you don't like fire. Well, about that. The deer... Let's try a power strike on him. Liquid. Savage courage. You've only summoned one so far. You'd win. Let's see how you do in a fight. Xoti. Champion is Boonadier.
Not possible.
Sure it is, you can do it. Alright, you're blinded, that's good. What else can you do to this guy? Recall agony on him. Wicked Briars right there. Alright, you need to leave Xoti alone, buddy. Shoot. Liquid, or not liquid. Xoti, try not to die. Holy Radiance. Wonder if you count as a vessel.
Did I do that?
Okay, Steve Urkel. Who says that? Serafen, what's wrong with you? You're frightened. Poison's probably not going to work on an undead thing. Here, inspire yourself to greater feats of heroism. Oh, you can't. You gotta do something on somebody else. Never mind. Alright, just try to attack for a moment. Serafen, you can do stuff. Here, knock him down. Alright, get out of there. Goodwin, where the hell did you go? Did you get pulled? Oh, you're invisible. That works. help.
Another attack.
Serafen, I'm losing you in this mess. Where you at? You're up here. Serafen, drink a potion.
Another attack, Cap.
Alright, you go for Circle of Protection. Use Second Wind. It's starting to turn into a shit show. Second Wind, Second Wind. Why did you run down there to use Second Wind? Oh, you can't use it. Did you use it? Alright. Going outside the box here. In a minute. You'd win. Let's try Recall Agony. Let's see what that does.
Another attack, Cap.
Oh crap. You know what? Symbol of Aethys, right? There. Serafen, drink a potion. You need to keep yourself alive. You didn't drink it last time. There you go. I strike this dude. Bye-bye, Revenant. Power yourself. Liquid, do what you're doing. If I could paralyze this jerk for a second, you'd win. No, don't do that.
I need something stronger.
Shoot him. You and your breath weapon. Crap, he had room. Where'd you go? Escape this way. Xoti, you're terrified. My spiritual ally, however, is not terrified. Gaunt Pledge. Heal everybody a little bit. There you go, get out of there. Here. Armor 6, armor 18. Give yourself some armor, maybe from him. Serafen, you're right there. Back up. Xoti. Burnish jerk. Motivates and invigorates the company, heals nearby allies but not the wielder. Healing increases with the wearer's diplomacy skill. Alright. Liquid, shoot some lightning at him. Ooh. Those things did not like... That Luminous Revenant did not like Symbol of Aethys. I'm not sure. Did that hurt the dragon too, or did you miss him? don't think you got the dragon with it. Serafen, don't die. Run back, run back, run back.
Everything hurts.
Oh, get over it. You'll be fine. You're undead, which probably means you don't care if I poison you or not. Alright, shoot him.
Another attack, Cap.
Serafen, can you get a detonate off?
Little blue fuzzballs.
No, you can't. Alright, revive him, Xoti. You're doing that.
That's not supposed to happen.
Alright. Serafen, move back. Xoti, get down here. We're going to surround him a bit. Power yourself. Minor avatar. Attack him. Detonate did not work on him, but it was worth a shot. Shoot him. Yidwin, get down here. Oh, he's looking for you, Yidwin. Now he's not.
No.
Oh, there's part of my problem. You have good armor against, wait. Oh, no you don't. It's better to keep you with weapons.
Didn't work.
Consider it rough.
Serafen, get back. Too close again, and you're dead.
Little blue fuzzballs checked out.
Yeah, I noticed. You're a tricky little jerk.
That's not supposed to happen.
Yet when you're still alive, right? Is there anything you can offer me here? Echoes from allies' past lives. Here, boost, a deer.
Another attack.
Okay, get back. Serafen, run like the Dickens. Get out of there. Sucker does not want to go down. Xoti, do not revive Serafen.
Let's go.
Didn't work.
Jerk.
Oh, hell.
What is happening? How could this happen? Where is Vatnir? Someone find Vatnir!
Find Vatnir in Harbinger's Retreat.
I've got it.
After I loot all this stuff.
All right.
Ten Years of Dawn. Alright. We'll rest in a bit, Serafen, because you most definitely need that. Salute you.
Is he dead? Can death?
Can death die? I'm making a good argument for it. Vatnir, Harbinger, whatever your name is.
The truth has been revealed. Even endings end. And you have brought that to us. Thank you, Dusk Speaker.
Pinching a bridge for nose, Edwin sighs. Yes, I am the destroyer, the very hungry destroyer. Feed me fish. That was hardly the first time I've dealt with a dragon. It proves nothing.
Well, it proves that some of us lost any sense of self-preservation around the time we joined you. Funny how that goes.
The deer posts on his pipe thoughtfully.
That you find it common only adds to the telling. But you came for fish, no?
Hell yeah. Do you have hush puppies too?
See anything that interests?
Where'd you get these fish? Everything's frozen.
It is not ice all the way down, newcomer. They may come out a bit hard and cold, but for that we have the fire, yeah?
Yeah, let's talk to Serafen about dying. Serafen, you probably have a lot to say about that, don't you? So what brought you down here?
You say down, as if this isn't north of the White that wends.
Well, technically there's a high cliff behind you and you're below it, so you're down.
This is the end of the world. The culmination of all things. The final chapter of the final book. What fool would not want to be here?
This is the first DLC.
This fool, for one. I left the land due to exactly this manner of nonsense. Our people have likely been chanting about the coming of the final winter for 10,000 years.
Let's keep things civil, Edwin. Everyone's entitled to their beliefs. Actually, I'll just say nothing because I kind of agree with her.
Likely. You are like Valians. You believe what you choose to believe. No eyes for seeing that before you.
You speak of evidence? Our elders hide our writing. They keep us illiterate. Ask yourself why, sister.
Who hides what writing?
She speaks of the sacred word signs used by our priests to keep our lore. She should know better than to do so.
It is called Yomidra, and is mystified only by the secrecy in which it's kept.
Show me what you have for sale.
Take a look for yourself.
Glacial Issei. Oh, that's a fish. We're eating good tonight. Harbinger Navardir.
Good that you're fellow traveler. I've room shutter if you seek to banish the chill.
The elf fills a tankard from a cask, a slight smile curving his beard before passing it to you. Rimshata?
You don't know of Rimshata? Not from the coastal white, are you? It's a beer, brewed and aged in colder climes to fight back the biting frost. Beloved here, as I'm sure you can imagine.
I appreciate it.
Think nothing of it. With new harbingers arriving weekly, we provide what little welcome we can in this desolate place.
I've got some of the lager.
Alcohol brings a bit of oblivion upon us, if only temporarily.
Yeah, tell me about that too.
It's my life's work, brewing the perfect rimshata. The difficulty lies in getting the right ingredients. Is there aught you require?
You said you're trying to brew the perfect beer. Is there anything you need for that?
I did, and I am. though proper ingredients can be difficult to come by at the Watch.
You don't say. Doesn't what makes a perfect beer depend on the imbiber?
No?
He grins. Care to elaborate?
I do not.
What ingredients are you looking for?
We brew Rimshotta not merely for its taste, but as a ward against the deadly cold. It serves well enough along the coast of the White, but further south, or here at the Watch for that matter, well, it could be improved. I've seen machines striding the icebergs, kif-shaped things of metal, little impacted by the chill. I suspect them filled with some substance that keeps them warm. I've more than half a mind to add a little of that, whatever it is, to the latest batch.
Motor oil? That sounds like it could be unhealthy.
It may well not be. We will not know until we try it, will we? I've not been a warrior for many years, and the machines bear weapons and shields. Were you to harvest fluid from one of them, I would happily compensate you for it, in coin or trade.
He pauses for a moment, considering.
I'll accept as much of the stuff as you can bring me. I'm sure I can find some use for it.
What brought you here?
A boat?
I don't like this, man. I mean specifically.
A longship bore me, with a single mast and oars, specifically.
Show me what you have for sale and shut up, please.
The world's end may be nigh, but until then, I furnish what you seek.
I'm just gonna clear you out too, because I've got money. Alright, nothing else up here.
Hello again.
I'd like to run. Wait, have you seen Vatnir?
He's not in the chapel. He didn't follow the others outside, so perhaps try his quarters. They're just down the hall.
Wonder if he's in that room that was hidden. I'd like to rent a room.
The accommodations are
Give me the fireside bed.
Kill,
Ooh.
and kill.
Permafrost shard, a figurine, 2 greater ice blades. Uses 3. Now I know to look for that. Hold on to that, Serafen. Aha. I was right. Found your panic room, buddy. Vatnir cowers, hands atop his bandaged head, fingers interlinked defensively. He hasn't reacted at all to your presence. This is not what I imagined embracing oblivion to look like.
Trembling alone in a dark corner of a hidden room is just how we Glamfelons show affection.
That faint trace of a smile forms on Adir's lips and Serafen's. And so you're interested? Vatnir cringes at the sound and slowly turns his head to peer up at you. Though his mask remains impassive and cold, his twitching fingers around his shoulders bespeak abject terror.
I'm not hiding. I had to sacrifice something that I was saving for the messenger, and I couldn't find it, so I was looking for it.
When I killed your messenger, Rimmergan didn't say a word in complaint, and the gods are not shy around me. I've got a book. I mean, I can open it. We can go talk to, I believe it was Andro if you want.
You killed it? That's good. That it's dead. It's been harrying the Watch now, well, for years. But people keep coming, and it keeps eating.
Which surprises me because it was rotted and undead.
Each time it comes, the ice spreads further. I didn't know how to end it, so I wrote to you.
Well, I mean, it being undead means it wants to eat, but it's obviously not digesting anything. I don't know. Moving on.
Certainly telling your followers that it was a manifestation of the divine come to usher them unto oblivion didn't confuse matters.
What can you tell me about that creature?
I don't know what to tell you. It's a dragon, or looks like one. Rotten enough that linking it to the god of decay seemed reasonable.
You're full of horse apples, you mean?
Don't insult him too hard, Xoti.
This place is holy to him, so perhaps I'm not wrong.
Do you know why this iceberg exists? We're a long way from the White that Wins.
No. Whatever answers you seek, you will likely find within the temple. The temple beneath the ice.
There's a temple under the ice? What's it doing inside an iceberg?
I don't know. I think maybe the iceberg formed around the temple. Perhaps it's because of the Veetmouth. The closer you get to it, the colder everything becomes.
What exactly is this Veetmouth?
Like the Frost-hewn breach, it's a passage through the walls of the world. From this one to the next. To the White Void, specifically. Seat of Remergund himself.
You know this for certain.
So the stories say. None who has gone in has ever returned to confirm it. But you wouldn't expect them to, right?
Right, solid thinking, lad. As stable as the sea.
Just tell me how to get to this maw.
You'll need to climb the cliff overlooking Harbinger's Watch. That's the only way we know to enter. Here, these should help.
Pulls a pair of ice picks from the detritus behind him and passes them to you with shaking hands. Grab a drink here real quick. Excuse me. Vatnir is the sidekick. Oh, he's the sidekick. Continue.
Why are you hospitable all of a sudden?
Shoot, I wonder if I could still get him to go with me. Sidon was put in your stash.
No, I want you to succeed.
You're coming along to show me the way.
Must he?
You'd win scowls at the masked man.
What? I'm needed. My people need me. Here.
He wards you off with open palms. You need to set this right, Vatnir. Help me. Help your people.
I suppose I owe it to them.
He stares into his bandaged palms.
Fine. I'll accompany you to the Veetmouth. Gods protect us.
Arms tied around his torso, he cradles himself.
This chart's more than passing close to slavery, Captain Watcher. And you know how I'll be feeling about slavery.
We need his help to fix this, Serafen. It's not permanent.
Long as it ain't more than that.
Look, I'll even say thank you. Thank you, Vatnir. See us okay, Serafen? He nods numbly. Excuse me. I know what the hell's up with my throat. Can make you a priest. I gotta level you, which means I could give you mechanics and then put you in instead of Serafen. Excuse me. Sorry, I keep having to clear my throat. I could do that. I could put him in instead of Xoti. Accept. Yeah, let's do that. Plus, he's a very freaky looking individual. He's got a cool look to him, I'll say that.
The messenger has fallen. Dusk Speaker.
The messenger has fall.
Where are you? What is this room?
It's his secret room. Shh. It's a secret.
I'm to guide the Dusk Speaker to the Veetmouth, brother. I know not how long I shall be gone.
He's an ending godlike. He's a godlike of Rimgand. Ooh, I actually had something for godlikes. I wonder if I should still have it in my inventory. I don't remember what it was, but it probably doubles as a hideaway for that kind of thing. I'm here to guide the dust speaker to the Vitmath, brother. I know not how long I shall be gone. Halfjorn's hooded head turns uncertainly between two of you. We're going to stop this iceberg from spreading across the Deadfire while there's still something to be done about it.
Stop it? But why? It's the breath of winter.
Explain it to him, Vadnir.
What? Me? But you're...
He rubs the side of his bandaged head.
Everything shall unfold according to design, Halfjorn. You need worry not.
If you're not here, though, who's to guide the Harbingers?
I leave that in your able hands, brother. I promise to return quickly.
But, Rimergan's messenger has fallen. What should we do now?
Dig a hole for him.
Survive and keep our work going. The Dusk Speaker and I will set everything aright. I swear it.
Halfjorn nods, his shoulders falling slightly as he visibly relaxes.
I should probably get back to the surface to do surface things.
Yeah, that's generally what you do on the surface. Don't want to do underground things on the surface. That's just weird. Alright. Save it. I gotta do some leveling with you, buddy. Oh, you do look really, really neat. You have a hell of a cool look. Does his prophet stuff well. He's entertaining, I'll give him that. Alright. I'm keeping Serafen around so there's no sense of giving you mechanics. So I'll just build off of alchemy and let's give you diplomacy. Yeah. Alright, leveling you shouldn't take too long here. Let's see. -10 all defenses. I don't want to make you a clone of Xoti, even though Xoti's out of here. Alchemy, diplomacy, let's see. Pulsing seal, withdraw, holy meditation, prayer for the body, spiritual weapon, iconic projection. Hasvili. Ten health restored per 3 seconds. Two-handed. What do you equip with? Use an axe. Alchemy, diplomacy. I'm gonna give you holy meditation. 2-handed style, 2-weapon style, 1-imp style, shield. Take a hatch while you're at it. Prayer for the spirit. Wording seal. Watchful presence. 35 health ain't gonna help me too much at this point, I wouldn't think. Dire Blessing, Consecrated Ground, Divine Mark. Marks a target for retribution, inflicting burn damage and lowering deflection. Alchemy, Diplomacy will give you, not gonna give you Consecrated Ground this time. I'll give you Dire Blessing next. Diplomacy, Alchemy. Triumph of the Crusaders. Area of effect on kill. Gain health, 80 health if you kill somebody. I usually need you healed a little bit quicker than that. All defenses plus 15. Devotions for the faithful. Shining Beacon. I love Devotions of the Faithful. I use that a lot. Give you Shining Beacon is a debuff. Revive the Fallen, you definitely need that. Barring Death's Door for 8 seconds. I'm actually going to give you Champion's Boon because I tend to use that on a deer. Rapid casting. Spiritual ally, you are kind of becoming a clone of Xoti, but that's alright. Amount of damage dealt by critical hits. Weapon summoning spell. Creature summoning spell. Let's give you... No. So you're actually getting some stuff, it looks like, because you're connected to Rimmergand. You've got that subclass. And give you a flail. I have no idea what I'm actually equipping him with. Diplomacy, Alchemy, Storm of Holy Fire, Resurrection. Power abilities, lasting power. Cleansing Flame. Ooh, you get Death Ring. Nice, I like that. I'm quite fond of Death Ring. Excuse me. Symbol of Rimmergand emblazons the ground with symbol of Rimmergand, periodically causing freeze damage to enemies and leaving them frightened. It's foe AoE. Okay, that could be fun. Crowns for Faithful, Sparks the Souls, Dismissal. Tenwin, am I going to be running into any spirits anytime soon? Oh, wait, Vessel Creatures. I'll probably run into Vessel Creatures, huh? Or maybe not. I actually forgot it. That actually works on Vessel Creatures, too. I kept thinking it only worked on Spirit Creatures. Give it to him. And I'll give you, Hand of Wail and Woe. And I'll give you, friggin', take a crossbow. I don't have anybody equipped with a cross. Actually, no, take a mace. And take, Crowns for Faithful. Phew. Alright, what do you have equipped? High Harbinger's Robes, Light Armor, Superb, 9 armor rating. Action speed increases as health decreases. Nothing survives, plus 5% damage, plus 5% damage taken. Well, I don't want you to take more damage. So that might be getting traded off real quick. %35% chance to deal 5 corrode damage per 3 seconds for 9 seconds when hit with weapons. What all do I have for you? Reckless Brigandine. Five, 2. What do you got? 6. You might be keeping that. I don't really have anything better to equip on you right now. Actually, yeah, I do. I might give you some superb leather armor for the moment. You look a little bit more respectable. Yes, let's add some fashion. First, your nails. Where is this? Here we go. Ending Godlike. 25% chance to reduce enemy beneficial effects by 3 seconds when hit in melee. +1 intellect. +1 intellect. +10 accuracy against spirits. No, I think I want to have you have some kind of intellect. Have cape. I can't give you a hat. That's not gonna work on you. We're not lovers. Sorry to tell you, buddy. Superb battle axe, superb wand, superb wand. Actually might be pretty good compared to what I got here. May actually keep you with that for the moment. +2 penetration against targets afflicted by mind affliction effects. 10% chance to apply Terrified on 8 seconds on scoring a hit, includes graces. just put it right there. Take that. Keep the rod for the moment. That's a glaive. Hand mortar. Keybreaker scepter. Lance. Alright, I'm gonna leave you with that for a moment. I'm sure I'll find more gear as we go. You also need to be in the middle. Edwin, you can stay in the back. Wait, what? Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, that was neat how his neck snapped back in place.
Most intriguing. The dragon may be a vessel.
Well, yeah, he's an undead body. He has to be a vessel.
Well, don't see why not.
Alright, so everybody's rested at the moment. So probably should try to climb this cliff. Flat plane of ice rises above Harbinger's Watch and angles slightly outwards, overhanging a settlement like a protective curtain. Climb with the ice picks. Hefting the ice picks you took from Vatnir, you step up to the wall. You swing one of the picks down into the ice, burying it. Slowly and very carefully, you ascend the sheer wall. Your muscles ache by the time you reach the ledge 24 meters above. 2 hours passed. Oh man, trying to climb this for 2 hours would suck. Vatnir rubs his arms, mumbling quietly to himself. He falls silent as he looks over your shoulder. The rope down to the temple lies to the east. Top of the iceberg spreads before you, a jagged mesa of solid ice broken by ancient crumbling ruins. The sea shimmers in the distance, a silver ribbon demarcating the horizon.
Careful. The pilgrims lurk nearby.
Oh, that's right, there's
Frozen
penguins.
How familiar. Let us finish this quickly, yeah?
Forgot about the pilgrims. And let's check over on the perimeter first.
It's nothing.
Not again.
Ahoy.
Serafen, you're not discovering these traps. Oh, apparently not. And we're getting attacked by shades. Frost Shade, Greater Ice Blade. Okay. Vatnir. How's this work? AoE destroyed. These are spirits. I've dealt with the pilgrims. Recommend you head back to Harbinger rather than heading to the temple because you want to turn in the quest to the girl inside the house. Okay, I can do that. Alright, let's see what dismissal does. Hang on. Dismissal. Ooh, it's got a nice range to it. Right there. Or area of effect, I should say. Actually, you can kind of do that too. Well, you can't outright kill him, but you got something for that, Serafen. Go ahead and put your sword back on. Killed one of them. It's a shame everybody else moved before he got it off.
Another tap, Cap.
Oh crap, Yidwin's dead. Yidwin, I may have to redo you. I'm starting to think I was very, very tired when I built you up. Oh man, this is ugly. Here, try your, this thing. Wait, is that gonna hit everybody? I think that's why I didn't use it before, because it's got this... yeah. It'll hit our own people if I use that. That's why I never used that spell. Oh god, this is getting ugly. This is getting really ugly. That flail works pretty good. He just terrified the ice blight. So I've got that much going for me. What else can you do here? Let's cast some magic. Do some buff with that here. I got him dead.
Let's go.
Let's summon some help. Liquid second wind. Well, that actually worked pretty nice. Never done that before. You know what? Since I'm gonna have to rest anyway. If you all could hold still for a bit while I dismiss you. Oh, that can hurt our own people. Okay, you guys are almost dead. I'm gonna hit right here.
Let's go.
And hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Alright, you got him. Excuse me. Alright, now try to revive Yidwin. Or Serafen, somebody. You guys go after that shade. Oh, hold up. There. I should probably make that so it allows followers to do it. Oh, you didn't that happen before? That happened before, didn't it? Did you put http:// before it? I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna have to search around about that, because that's my, that's Cloudbot through Streamlabs. Dismissal can't hurt your party members due to being, you know what, that's a good point. That's a very good point. I saw the red circle and I thought, that's probably going to hurt them, but you're right, it only affects spirits and vessels. Damn. Edwin, are you still reviving? Yeah, you are.
No good.
You're doing it at some point. You guys are probably weak against Crush. Oh, you're hitting the Frost Shade, it doesn't matter. Ice Blights are weak against Crush, though. So let's switch. Okay. Hi, Jaws. How's it going? Daddy's kind of getting his ass kicked here. It's bad. You have any advice, Jaws? Get everybody out of the way. That'll work. Let's buff Liquid. Liquid. Heal yourself. Freezing Pillar. Minor Incession doesn't heal that much, but... Oh, wait a minute. Holy Radiance. Well, we got a Greater Ice Blight killed. That's something.
Another attack, Cap.
Alright, let's try this.
Let's go. Enough.
Well, definitely don't use Screaming Souls on us, because that does hurt. That hurt pretty bad. Yidwin, I am really needing to figure out what the heck to do with you, because I'm damn near at a loss. Let's try to detonate the Frost Shade. Get rid of him. Oh, you're fine. Just a little bit of blowing up damage. Okay. Let's, Oh, that's right, you have Death Ring. I forgot about that. I'm too late. Alright, that went exactly how I wanted it to go. In this DLC, there is a new set of armor, heavy armor, perfect for a deer. That's good, I can use all of the help I can get. I have gotten my tail handed to me this stream. Includes a helmet, armor, shield, and mace. Excellent. A few weak strands of spirit essence cling to his frozen corpse. Reach out to them. Cold air rushes over you as you fall into the curling spiritual remains. A vast expanse of white flashes before you. No, shimmering silver. Sunlight on the sea. And breaching in an iceberg. The dead flow. The Keely raises her oar, points the dripping wood towards an inlet. You row and time slides away. They seem to manifest from the fog, long and tall with harpoons and axes. One rides atop a god's damn bear. Nikili cries out for peace, one of the few phrases you know in a Glenfallen tongue, but the Pale Elves don't seem to hear. Snow turns pink, then red. The roasting Jirok's wolf. It smells delicious, and you hate yourself for that. Kumik sobs. He's hanging from a post, hands bound above his head, same as you. You draw in a cold breath and tell him to be calm, to be strong. Nikili would have us find a way to our freedom, or else meet the Beast of Winter with honest gratitude. Nikili is dead, he says. Fuck the Beast of Winter. None remain. No, you remain. The others swirl about you with the snow, howling and hungry, dead and lingering. You've seen no one else. No Anutanic, no Glenfallen for days. You see nothing save fog and snow. And then the fog shifts, splits, steps towards you on hoofed legs. Its horns curl upwards, caked in rot. Twin ice blue eyes, crusted and roomy, drink you in. They offer you mercy. You accept. I like the little...
I'm listening.
Like, bits where you recall somebody's death. I think that's kind of nifty how they do that. Alright, let's rest, everybody. Let's give you all. Oh, you can have some silverfish. Here, have some mariner's porridge. It's good for you. Let's rest. Yedwin would die if she gets knocked down now. Yeah, definitely resting. I don't want to try for a 5th death. I think that was like 4 times somebody died earlier. Or 3, 4, 3. Okay, could we stop maybe catching some of these? Can we start maybe catching some of these traps? Serafen. Because if you don't start catching some traps, like that one right there, that's a very obvious trap that I saw, and my mechanics are fairly low.
Out my wheelhouse, friends.
If we could rest for a bit, I'd be much obliged.
Alright.
Serafen, I'm getting real close to taking you out for somebody that's actually going to prove themselves useful. You are the just absolute shits in this stream today. There's a chest. Can you at least go open a chest? Really getting in the mood to go back to town, retrain Yedwin, and kick you out.
Aye.
Here, go get that chest. Trap triggered. Footsteps of the Beast. Grants Beast of Winter. What's Beast of Winter? Where's footsteps leave the ground icy beneath them, hobbling enemies who enter the area. Small AoE that hobbles enemies. So that should be foe AoE.
My fur's got blood in it in my knock fur.
It's really weird. This area just looks like it's screaming a fight or something. There's nothing here. Feelings of cruelty and malevolence suffuse the air around this idol. +1 dexterity, resistance to might afflictions. I'm going to keep you with that. +8 reflex. +2 stealth. Not really worried about your stealth too much, Serafen. You tend to move around a lot. Here, you'd want to have some boots.
Aye, I'll give her a bad rap. Captain,
Okay. Let's keep it saved, because apparently we need to do that a lot here.
Done and done.
Hey.
Pilgrim Savage. Sigil of Pain. Why am I fighting him down there? Yeah, I'm telling you, Serafen. After the stream's over, tonight when I have a second, I may retrain Yidwin and give her mechanics. That might be one of the things I do, and I may take you out and put Aloth in.
What for, Cap?
Yes.
Hold up. Silent. Extremely loud. Let's blow it up, maybe? What other bombs do we have here? Grenade. Cinder bomb. It's probably going to draw in people, but let's screw up a little bit more just for the hell of it and experiment. I probably will end up getting Aloth, but this is going to trigger those enemies anyway. Two damage for that, really. Hi, you guys want to fight me somewhere else? Like up here? Come and get it. Here, it's cool here. There's rib bones.
Let's go.
Devotions for the faithful. You'd win. We're gonna try you out melee here. I need to get you a shield. I might kind of do with you what I did with actually no, we're gonna back you up. I might try to do with you excuse me, what I did with Devil in the last game, but with some added enemy confusion abilities. Ooh, enemy confusion, that's right, you got Ringleader. Let's charm some bears. Liquid, keep fighting. A deer, let's get the Shadow Dancer out of the way. Let's boost while a deer gets him off you. Serafen, try not to trip on your gun or something like that. Champion Ascendant Grimgear. That's a grim name. Oh crap, you're back. Paralyze him. Maybe I could try to get my priest away. Oh crap. You oh, you jerk, you're a barbarian. Okay, the bear companion's tying him up. You guys come down here. Get this guy. Try to get the hell out of there. Get that Shadow Dancer with your bow, maybe. Okay. it's not gonna do anything for you. "38 hit points ain't gonna heal you for too much, but it's something." Ooh, actually has an area of effect. I never realized that because I almost never use heal spells. Ooh, Edwin, did you kill something? You did. You killed that Shadow Dancer. Good job. Okay, what else can you do? You're gonna teleport up there. This might be bad. I don't know if this is gonna end too well. Minor Intercession will heal a little bit. Okay, now flee out of there.
Futile.
Nice. Okay, get back. Run away from the bear. Okay. Go after the bear companion. Serafen, do something useful. I know I'm asking a lot. Knock everybody down. Gidwin, I want you to build up some more focus. Use your blunderbuss. Bow's really bad for building up focus. I may get rid of your bow. Blunderbuss builds up focus quickly. Liquid. Crush this jerk. Alright, Serafen, you actually killed something. That's good. Paralyzed some people. Fatnir, what do you got going for you here? Now that I've got some things out of the way. AoE. You guys don't have any defense against frost, it says. Hit right there. Okay, wait, scratch that, don't hit it. Yeah, screw those bears. Oh god, I hate tentacles. Yinwin, where you at? Behind the target. That's probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Just paralyze them. Fatnir. Go up here.
This thing isn't doing the job.
You mean Serafen? Yeah, I know, I'm trying. Death Ring. I love that ability. Alright, pull back. unleash a noxious burst right there. Good win. Let's boost liquid a bit. Looks like he could use some second wind. Alright, Hierophant's down. I think it's a matter of time now.
That's me too, man.
Let's go.
Leave it.
That could have been worse. I didn't lose anybody at time. Which feels like a momentous occasion. A bunch of gear, mouth charm, what's this? Horns of the Aurochs. Immune to push and pull. After being hit or crit, the wearer's next successful weapon attack does plus 10% freeze damage. Well, that is most certainly going to Adir because he doesn't have a fancy helmet. Oh, did it go in somebody's inventory? Yeah, it did. You know, I was worried taking that helmet off of him, but somehow he's managed to look even more badass with the new one.
This looks great on me.
You're right, it does, actually. That is a good opinion. Battle Warden Grimoire. Put that away. Alright. Let's check the rest of this place out. We survived that much.
I'm here, of course. Nothing more than wrath. Die already.
That was effective. Bunch of gems and stuff. Oh my god, Serafen, you detected a trap. Everybody, if we could have a little bit of applause for Serafen.
My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so nimble. I don't be supposing we swapped and sparkling, can it?
Amulet of greater health. Glacial fish. Potions, which I need to restock everybody on.
I'm listening.
Drop that.
Captain Bye.
Passage down is encased in solid ice. Oh hell, there's another one.
I'm listening. Nothing more than wrath.
Yeah? Uh-huh.
Let's walk on the perimeter. There shouldn't be anything here. I think it's safe.
How might I assist? What's over there? As you wish.
Take a peek. I thought I heard noises. Okay, that's the way down, so that must lead to the temple. Okay. So we're done here. Let's get back this way. Turn that quest in. Return... Oh, no. Rope and grappling hook. Descend. Now, common sense dictates that we would leave the rope and grappling hook there so that we don't need to use it on the ascent back. Like it's already there for us. First of all, let's rest.
Impressive. Your struggle against the beast. Don't take it bad. The resurrection. All things end, yeah?
Sure.
The accommodations are most modest.
Fireside bed, rest. Alright. I think that person was in one of these connecting houses that connect. Where are you at? Here you are.
How are you again? I hope the pilgrims have not been too much trouble to you.
Honestly, they were probably the least troublesome thing I fought. Hang on a second. was a package that arrived.
Was there something else you wanted to know?
I killed the pilgrims on the outcrop above.
You killed them? All of them?
Her mouth hangs open. They didn't leave me much of a choice.
So many.
Her face falls into her waiting palms.
The foolish Brise. You asked the Dusk Speaker. What did you expect?
She rubs her forehead. If it makes you feel any better, they would have died anyway. I mean, they did attack me.
Here. I've not much coin, but you've done as I've asked, so it's yours.
She pushes a fat pouch of alien coinage into your hands. What's bothering you, Brythe? Perhaps I can help. Her mouth twists first into a frown, then a grimace. Finally, her gray lips pull into a tight line.
Out with it, lass.
Serafen gently touches Brythe's arm.
When you did your bloody work atop the flow, did you see a woman, about 30 winters my senior, with skin matching mine and hair the color of butter?
No, but I wasn't looking. I would have if I'd known to.
That's... sure. That makes sense. I mean, she probably wasn't there. I just asked because... well, because... Still, I suppose it's a good thing for the Watch, you ending the Pilgrim threat.
How was it you knew one of the Pilgrims?
Ares, my sister, she was always... well, she believed. Truly believed. In a way that I never have.
Iris, who had a divine revelation atop the iceberg, you need either religion, a mystic background. Pointing out that withering and rotting is a better form of worship. Insight 10, inducing that she simply wants a better body. Or a laborer, dissonant background. You need either religion, mystic background, or a monk class continuing a religious argument or diplomacy to persuade her to accept herself. Vatnir can be used to make cases she can inspire other harbingers. So does she appear if I had that, or was she somebody that I killed? Because I don't remember that name. She's in the Oh, okay, the temple that I need to go to. Okay, I gotcha.
Not that the gods were real. Obviously Rimmergant exists. But that doesn't mean we've taken the right lessons from him, or interpreted them correctly. Ares was always surer. She's smart. Incredibly smart. Always very interested in souls and machines and the like. But she was also very, very... convinced.
Hugging herself, she exhales a ragged breath.
I've wasted enough of your time. I doubt Ares is still alive after all this time. But it would have been nice to have known. For certain. Thacklaut, Dusk Speaker. And farewell.
She proffers a weak smile and turns away. Carmine eyes narrow in thought, Yidwin frowns at the younger Glamfelin. What is it? She turns a raised eyebrow on you, lips twisting into a slight smirk.
That one reminds me of myself at her age. Not quite clever enough to realize how clever she is. Nor half clever enough to realize how much cleverer she'll need to be.
That's a lot of clevers.
Shall we carry on, Dusk Speaker?
With Jerem Elf. We always do. She chuckles quietly in dialogue. Alright, so our next step needs to be that temple. I'm gonna stop here in a second, but I think what I'm going to do is go grab Aloth at the inn. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't have time and I have to think about it, but tonight I'm going to redo Yidwin. And we'll leave Serafen out for a while. Serafen, to be fair, could use a break. He's been in the party pretty much since I got him.
Hello again. The accommodations...
I'll be shoving off then, Cap.
Yeah, she'd take a break for a while. Accept.